You're just speed it up anyway. Not that slow. Sit down.
Be festive, goddammit, it's not festive. Cheers. Wait.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Drinking with Skeletons. Christmas!
Did you spill it on you?
Ooh, that was close. It is the most wonderful time of the year, Justin.
It absolutely is. I fucking love Christmas. It's the only time you can wear crap like this.
Yeah.
That's acceptable. You know, there's not a lot of on Christmas is horror movies.
I'm a pretty festive guy, right? This time of year, I like to go through sort of the standard Christmas catalog. You got your Home Alones, you've got your Die Hards, you've got your various versions of Christmas Carol, and all of that, all of those wonderful movies, and I really do like them. And, you know, I like myself a cheesy Christmas movie, but I feel like this time of year also has a lot of room for some like darker stories superimposed onto that like sort of jolly time. You got your Gremlins. To a lesser extent, like Batman Returns, I think is also like a really dark, like a much darker film.
Yeah.
And A Christmas Horror Story we actually watched a couple of years ago during this period too, and it's a great Canadian Christmas Horror Story. You guys should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. There was Krampus, which we watched in theaters by Michael Dougherty.
That was great.
So there's a lot of room for that, and I actually find that fascinating about this time of year when the trailer for the movie that we're going to watch today, which is called Better Watch Out, directed by Chris Peckover.
That's not a name.
That is the director's name, unfortunately. Yes. Chris Peckover! Mr. Peckover released...
He got picked on as a kid.
Yeah, he got pecked on as a kid. Released... Stop. Was released October 6, 2017. And so they released a poster for this movie and I saw it and I was like, oh, this doesn't look like your average sort of like Z-grade schlocky Christmas horror film, because there are a lot of those that come out. Like numerous Krampus films that came out after Krampus came out, which was the last sort of big budget Christmas horror movie, which if you haven't seen, you should check out. It's a great horror comedy. But you know, it's not cheap.
So were you looking for this film in particular? Or
No, it just kind of popped up, and I saw the poster, and it looks like a well-produced movie.
Okay.
It's not a Z-grade like asylum horror movie where its only shtick is throwing violence on the screen, and because it's Christmas, it's funny or it's edgy because it's like the happiest time of the year. It's more than that. It looks like more than that, I mean, which is and the trailer sort of reinforced that fact. And that's how it made the list, basically. So, like, what do you know about this movie?
I don't know much. I'm just picturing, because it's called Better Watch Out. Just those 3 words.
Yeah.
You really need to count that long for 3 words. All I'm picturing is it's basically Santa going on a hit and run spree. That's it.
We don't really know a whole lot about this movie. We're gonna go in pretty cold, so let's jump right in. This is Chris Peckover's You Better Watch Out.
I legit almost spit up my beer.
This is Chris Peckover's Better Watch Out, released October 6, 2017.
Fucking wow.
That was something. Here's what I'd want to lead off with is I feel like this movie was a strong watch. Like, I would recommend other people to see this movie.
Yeah.
So, having said that, we're going to spoil the fuck out of this in this episode. I think it's a strong watch. What do you think?
Yeah. If you want to see this film and you don't want to be spoiled, go stop the video now and come back to us later.
Right.
Because
That's right.
It was definitely worth a watch.
Yeah. We're going to spoil it starting now. So, the trailer for this movie that I remember was really about the home invasion part of the film. And that happens early on. I wouldn't even say it's the first half. It's probably like...
First third,
half?
if that.
First third,
It was like 20 minutes. 20 minutes in, maybe.
And it's pretty, I don't know, I thought it was pretty convincing, although there was something weird about the whole thing. You knew there was kind of more to it. I just didn't see the twist coming.
I did. So there was one twist I predicted at first, which was definitely wrong, and I kind of knew that going in.
What was it?
The fucking elf theory.
Maybe they're all elves.
Okay.
Because all the doors were super high.
That was really weird.
It was weird.
Doorknobs
It was
are
weird.
all like
all the doorknobs are like at head level, so everybody's reaching up to open up the doors. The peephole is at the doorknob level. Like it was like every door in the house was that high, so it was just weird.
Yeah, the door handles are really high.
Yeah, they're fucking weird doors. The eye hole, the peephole is like right where the doorknob is. Yeah. So I figured everybody was just an elf, and Santa was coming to get them.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It wasn't.
I knew this movie had something up its sleeve.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know what it was. It could have very well been that. And the fact that the doors were all really high was very strange.
Weird. It was weird.
Very strange.
Kind of had an idea that was coming, but I wouldn't say it was. I wasn't confident enough with my theory to actually voice it. Not as confident as I was with my elf high doorknob theory.
Maybe they're all elves. Before we get to the twist, let's just talk about the parents. I thought they were hilarious.
The mother is the best character in this whole movie. She gets introduced and trying to be kind of sweet, and then all of a sudden, the second she goes down, Christmas music's playing. The first, turn that shit off.
Yeah, it's great. And Patrick Warburton plays the kid's father,
Putty, for anybody who's a Seinfeld fan.
or the voice of the Tick, and he's
voice.
great.
He was live action.
Who was live action?
Yeah, it was live action
yes,
Tick.
live
Yeah.
action Tick. And he's great in this movie too, but he's like super creepy towards the babysitter. He's like, "Oh, you look amazing," blah blah blah. But he's also really funny.
Oh, he's hilarious. And
Yeah.
he's got like an endearing, loving quality to him. He's got like the right blend of like creepy yet
Funny and
lovable. Yeah. To me, he's like intentionally creepy because he's a dad and she's a babysitter, and he's going to do that. It didn't seem. It seemed maybe a little inappropriate at first, but then as the movie goes on, you find that is way less inappropriate than anything else.
That is the least of this family's problems at the moment. Then we get to the point where the home invasion is proven to be a ruse.
Yeah.
And it's this kid, and I can't remember the main character's name now.
Fuck if I care.
The little psycho
The scariest character in fucking horror history.
Yeah, and his buddy were trying to scare the babysitter into, into a state of like euphoria that he's like reading in these Maxim magazines, and because he loves her and he wants her to be with him, and when she finds out, she like yells at him, and this scene, he fucking bitch slaps her at the top of the stairs, and she fucking hits every stair on the way down.
I don't like that look in his eye.
Ashley! 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 What?
Oh! Oh!
What did you just do?
Wow! This movie just took a weird turn.
What the fuck did you just do?
I thought she was dead.
I thought she was
fucking dead.
The way they shot that, I'm like, she broke her neck in like 8 different places.
Yeah.
The end.
Fucking Peckover. It was this whiny little, hey, Bethany, and then all of a sudden, smack.
Yeah. And then it changes into this weird, hostile-ish type thing going on where he has her tied to a chair. The acting in this movie was really good.
Incredible. I've not seen this good of child actors at that age. I mean, he's what?
And his voice, like he's that age. Like, he's not. I don't even know if he's a teenager at the time, but like, his voice was obviously cracking.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It wasn't like an older kid playing it. He was playing his age.
Absolutely.
He looked like he was 12 and he was playing a 12-year-old, and it was convincing.
Yes.
Wow. TSN turning point.
His psychosis is very strange. Like, and it turns out, like, by the end of the movie, this is how I interpreted the ending, actually this whole thing wasn't for the babysitter. It was for his mother. Because he has this line at the end where he says, like, she used to hold me and I felt so safe, and she doesn't do it anymore.
Right.
He says that, and at the end, when the parents find the bodies, they come in and she's holding him, and he's happy. Yeah. So it's almost like this whole thing was about that.
Yes. Yeah.
That was
not
the babysitter.
Ultimate endgame.
Yeah.
And it's good because the movie, A, doesn't lead you to believe that is the endgame, and B, it went right over my head. I didn't actually put that together. The whole womb sound thing for me to be able to sleep.
Yeah. Now I'm putting it together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
your interpretation, I think, is 100% right.
Yeah, he's got the heartbeat thing that he sleeps to.
Yeah. Very Freudian.
Yeah, exactly. Very strange.
Yeah. The only other thing was the fucking paint can scene.
The paint can scene was so good.
It was
so
awful.
good. It was so good. They're discussing the Home Alone sequence, and who hasn't? You know, the paint can thing was discussed, and it's like, well, would it kill someone or not? And we find out in this movie.
Not only will it kill you, it'll make a mess.
It make a filthy, filthy mess.
Oh! Ooh. It's like ketchup and mustard. Oh, it's disgusting. It's so viscous.
It was
fucking gross.
So
like,
disgusting.
So much yellow and red. Like, it looked
viscous.
like viscous. It looked like somebody just took those fucking pressed down ketchup and mustard things at the ball, like at a ballpark, and just fucking went to town.
Oh, it was
disgusting. Gross. It was really gross.
This movie does go to dark places.
Very dark. Uncomfortably so. I'll look back at like characters like Hannibal Lecter or somebody that is that maniacal and violent and malicious. And this kid is like up there.
Yeah, and he played frightening. Played so convincingly.
Yeah.
Like, and that really won me over. His performance was very good. How calculating he was really well played. The graphic violence I thought was well placed. The movie was well paced. It was beautifully shot. It's a very good looking movie.
Absolutely.
And they used the holiday setting really well.
The only character's name I actually remember was probably my favorite character, Jeremy. Jeremy, the boyfriend that got framed for the whole deal. The poor fella.
Poor guy.
He was introduced for about a minute and then he was killed off. And for that minute, I felt I knew him for a whole series of films. I loved and followed this kid's journey the whole time.
I think I called him the baby child, the love child of Zac Efron and
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe. Yeah, that's
very accurate. It's so funny.
He was really
him
funny.
hyping himself up in the car was the best scene of the film.
Fuck yeah, we're cool. Fuck yeah.
He's just talking to
I was surprised how funny the movie was, though. Like, it was also very funny. Like, we were laughing. There were a lot of well-placed gags, and some of them are not gags, like these moments of comedy that are like really actually quite funny. They mix that and the violence and the earnestness and the tension. It's all in a nice package. I think it's done really well.
I don't know if I'll be able to stomach watching this in the holidays multiple times.
That's true.
Over the next few years.
It's a pretty hard R. It's a pretty hard R.
Heavy fucking movie.
Yeah, but I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
It was good. Definitely recommend it.
But I'm a sicko, so I like the leech scene from Puppet Master.
Disgusting bastard.
Oh, dude, you're missing it.
I could use every moment I can to bring that back up. Well, I think that's it. Do you have anything else you wanted to say about the movie?
Nope, that's it. That's all I got. We'll be back in January. We got something else planned. We're not going to tell you what yet, but it's going to be great. So, we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Till January, take care. Bottoms up, I guess.
Happy holidays. Have a great new year. How about that?
That's a good way to do it too.
Cool. We'll see you guys in January.